I want a snack.
We just ate.
I know, but I want like a. We should go get one of those like weird yogurt places like all those people go to for no reason.
Oh man, that stuff is good. I didn't believe it until that whore I was dating took me to one, and and it was good, man. I didn't believe it. It was pretty good.
Are you ever gonna stop being salty about that?
What? I'm just saying. Saying that place was good.
You act like you walked in and there was like somebody giving her airtight situations going on.
It might have been. I don't know what she did in her off time.
Jeez.
I don't know what she does in her off time. That's part of the problem. That's part of the fucking problem. Look, I wasn't gonna even talk about it until you brought it up. Jeez.
I brought up yogurt. You made the weird cyclical connection to your ex, which apparently you're not over yet. So we'll just let it go. But so do you go in there and you just fill that cup thing up and you're just like as much as you can fit?
That's right. That's normally what they say to me.
But like that's what it is, right? That you buy the cup size.
Yeah, you get the cup and the cup size, and then you put as much yogurt as you want, and then as much toppings as you want, and then they weigh it.
Oh, they weigh it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like what's that place we went to by the pavilions where you buy the bowl and it's as much as you can fit on that bowl and then you give it to the guy and he cooks it.
Oh no.
What is that place called? YC's?
YC's.
Yeah.
YC's?
Yeah. Like the letter Y and
yeah,
the letter
YC.
C. Because that one, they give you a bowl and then there's like shredded. Is it shredded? It's not shredded. It's like
yeah, it's very finely shredded, like beef or chicken.
Yeah, but it's not shredded
pork.
like as it's cooked and it's pulled apart. It's more like it was a big block and they just
Yeah,
did
they
little
sliced it.
like when you do woodworking and you have the planer and it has those little curly cues of wood.
Shards of it.
It's like that. So then you put as much of that and the veggies that you want on the bowl and you get this wax paper and you just keep pressing it down like some savage. I'm surprised nobody's broken the plates trying to cram it in. And at the end, you give it to the guy. But if you're weighing it, that defeats the purpose.
I mean, it doesn't come out that much.
How much is how much? How much is a lot?
Like mine came out to like $5. That's what we paid at Culver's for like our.
Yeah, but Culver's is expensive. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking not Culver's. I'm thinking of what's that place where you go in? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
It might have been a little bit cheaper. We were on the really nice side of town, so it's probably cheaper down here.
But they charge you for the toppings too and everything. Right?
It's just however much you weight. Yeah. So
I was thinking, I would have packed it and strategically tried to like make it like scaffolding so you can put as much of it as you can if it's just as much as you can fit in the cup.
No, I mean, so you can like put like all 4 flavors if you want.
There's only 4 flavors of yogurt?
I think there's like 16 of them.
Oh.
So you can put like as many flavors as you want in there. That's good. My sister actually has a gift card for that.
I can't imagine though, like calorically, you don't even know what you're eating. You could be eating like 3,000 calories, right?
It's probably true. I mean, it's yogurt. It can't be that much.
I don't know. It depends what it is. What if it's like caramel only, like yogurt
maybe.
flavor? I don't know.
I think I got like mango because I'm Mexican. You know, Mexicans love mangoes. And I was trying to prepare for later that night. You know, I want to taste like mango. So, hey man, you gotta think ahead. You gotta pre-plan.
You gotta be considerate, right?
You gotta be 3 steps ahead.
You gotta be considerate for the other person.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess so.
You gotta be like Batman, not Ben Affleck Batman.
I still think Ben Affleck Batman is horrible.
He ain't 4 steps ahead of anything.
Him in the suit, he's got like big
Cheeks.
chipmunk cheeks.
It does.
It doesn't look right. So I guess since we're on that topic, I guess we should talk about the Justice League trailer. Is that what it was?
Is that what it was?
That we just watched. So, what were your initial thoughts of it?
This is dog shit. I stepped in some dog shit.
With that being said, you are very anti-DC.
Because they haven't put out anything that's as good.
You're very anti-DC. I would like DC to be as good as Marvel because I think...
It would be a nice balance.
No, I think for me it's that old saying, iron sharpens iron. And so if all of them are competing with equal level quality, then you have them pushing the boundaries for better things, right? Mm-hmm. But right now, Marvel can just sit there and just continue putting out the exact same thing and never have to push themselves to try to do something better because DC isn't good. So, go ahead. So what are your thoughts on it?
It was everybody goes crazy over it because they see explosions and shit. I see things that are horrible. Like, for one, Cyborg's CG. I don't know who's doing that, man.
I will agree with you. The first scene where you see him just standing on his own, he does not look good.
He doesn't look good, man.
He doesn't look good. Like, it looks... I mean, Game of Thrones looks like better than that thing, and that budget is way better. So, I did not like that.
Like,
I'll
some
agree.
of the shit on the Flash, the DC one, the DC, obviously the DC one, but the TV show one or Supergirl, that looks like 40 times better than what that did.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. That did not look good. I was actually disappointed how that looked. But with that said, though, I like the cinematography, like the shots of the what was it, like snow-covered mountains or something.
Yeah, well, that's what Zack Snyder does. He's really good at that.
Did he do Inception?
No.
Who did Inception?
Christopher Nolan.
It reminds me of those shots that Christopher Nolan does because Nolan did Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Batman with Christian Bale. He did those scenes where it's like a lot of overhead kind of aerial shots, kind of like drone footage. Those look good. And I will say, I think that I'm speaking positively here, even though I don't think the movie will be great based on what I've seen so far. But I will say, I think Aquaman does look good.
Aquaman looks pretty good.
He looks like he's a serious mofo. Except that the only scene I didn't like with Aquaman was a scene where he's on top of the Batmobile and he's like, it's like the most metal shit ever. It's like a cover of a Metallica album.
It is.
It's like that should be a great T Fury shirt. T Fury or Rip the Apparel, you're fucking welcome. Just have that scene of Batman driving the Batmobile and Aquaman on top with a trident and just like put Metallica or something over the top. There's your nerdy shirt. But that was a bit too much for me.
Khal Drogo, he looks good.
He looks good. I think he's going to do a good...
In his full thing, he looks good.
I think it's going to be a good Aquaman.
He looks way better than the like poster they put him on there. And the poster, you're like, that looks like dog shit. But like in his full like actual armor getup, he looks good.
Honestly, I didn't hate the poster. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, and then when he talks, you're like, yeah, okay. Like, I don't mind it.
I still don't think Ben Affleck looks good. I think
good.
his chubby cheeks and I don't think he's a good Batman. He doesn't have like the suave that Batman always has, or like the certain mysteriousness that Batman has. This one seems like he's
worried.
He's a clunkier Batman. He's not as confident. He's not.
He seems worried to me. Like he's telling Wonder Woman, he's like, we need to prepare.
Well, he's always been preparing, but it seems
well, he would already be prepared. He shouldn't be telling people we need to prepare.
Yeah, especially since he's an old Batman.
Yeah, he should be already been prepared. Like, I got 35 kryptonite missiles already, homie.
So I don't follow the Flash too much because it just seems too convoluted. But which one is he?
He's Barry Allen.
Which is who?
The second Flash.
But okay, so by second you mean the first one is the old one with the little.
Barry Allen is the most well known one, so he's the most well known.
Isn't he supposed to be older and blonde?
Yeah. But you see, when Zack Snyder does a movie, he just
fucks everything
up. So
because he looks rather young to be the one that everybody, at least the one I would know.
I mean, that's fine. Barry Allen was young at one point in time.
Yeah, but now when you have an old Batman, the big fucking problem with this is the fact that you now have an old Batman.
That was my problem too.
You have an old Batman. You have okay, this is the problem with this fucking movie is the fact that once again Zack Snyder is trying to make something his own that he didn't create. So you have old Batman from what movie? What series is that? The old fat Batman.
Dark Knight Rises.
You have Dark Knight Rises Batman. You have long hair.
Dark Knight Returns. Sorry.
Dark Knight Returns Batman. You have long hair, possibly hook hand Aquaman
from Justice League.
You have a Wonder Woman that seems kind of unexperienced. She seems kind of unexperienced, but I could be 100% wrong because I haven't seen enough of her in anything.
She was really good. We follow that by saying she was really good in
and I will say that she looked really good. She was my favorite character in Dawn of Justice, but in this trailer she didn't look good.
She didn't look good. She looked toned down a bit.
She looked leaner. I still think, she's a very beautiful woman, Gal Gadot, or however her name's pronounced, but she is too lean for that role. I think she needs to be a little thicker. Mm-hmm. And I get it. You're not going to put that much muscle on a woman that quickly. I get it. I totally agree. But maybe just give her a little bit more body fat just to make her look a little bigger. Wonder Woman doesn't need to be ripped. I don't think Wonder Woman needs to be a female bodybuilder. And then who's a Cyborg? I don't. Why does Cyborg have a mask to go into flight mode?
It's a space. He wouldn't need that. He's a robot.
Yeah, so I didn't get that. And then what else? It looks like they're fighting parademons. Are they called parademons?
Yeah, parademons.
The ones from Apocalypse. And what else? Who else? I still don't like the guy they cast for Alfred. I still don't like that dude.
He was all right.
I just don't think he's got an Alfred look to him. He looks too peppy and kind of young. I don't know.
He doesn't. Well, he doesn't look like he's supporting. Like, I think Alfred always like supports or gives a supporting idea to Bruce.
Yeah. So long story short,
does that.
I think cinematography. I think that's going to be a beautiful looking movie, and as long as they don't fuck it up with the way they edited Dawn of Justice, I think it could be a fun movie. But it reminded me of a mix between Dawn of Justice and Suicide Squad, like the cinematography. As far as the movie, I think Khal Drogo is gonna hit it out of the park.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
I am up in the air. Gal Gadot is like a coin flip in the air for me. It's just spinning.
They didn't really show too much of her.
They didn't show too much of her. Cyborg, we'll see. I have no expectations for him. That's the best way to go into that. And who am I missing? Flash.
Sorry, Barry Allen. Selfish Barry Allen on a TV show did it better. Once again, when he runs, the Speed Force isn't just popping out of him like that. That's not how that works. Sorry, that's not how that works.
Yeah, so I'll have to. He's another one where I have to like just see how he.
And you might say, why would you say that? You have no evidence to support that. I don't know, comic books maybe.
But see, that's my point that I made on a rant a few podcasts ago, where I talked about these directors are going in and they're making something that has never been theirs. It's like me going and okay, this is a prime example of how this is always going to fail you. Dragon Ball Z. The movie. That's exactly how it's always going to fail you, because you're taking something that has already been a beloved franchise that people love. People have fucking tattoos of it on their body, okay? And you're fucking with that and making it your own.
And not small tattoos either.
No, gigantic tattoos. My point is that when you mess with something that people are willing to put on their bodies for the rest of their lives and you're messing with it, what do you think the reaction is going to be? Like, I don't get these directors that are like, oh, people just don't understand my art. No, you don't understand the source material. You don't understand why people are going to go pay for it. People are not paying for it because it says Zack Snyder, June 13th. No, they're paying for it because it says Batman, Superman, Aquaman, whatever. They're paying for the source material and their childhood fantasies to be up on a real theater with beautiful effects. They're not paying for your interpretation of the source material. Period.
Yeah.
And the sooner that these directors can understand these things, the better. I understand if you're a fan of the franchise, but there's still a way to be a fan of the franchise and do the franchise justice. For example, if I was a hardcore Deadpool fan, I'm sure I could watch Deadpool and say, dude, he changed a lot of the source material. But at the same time, Ryan Reynolds at least comes off like he's a fan of the material, and he did the movie justice. He did a good, fun movie that still kind of reflects Deadpool a bit. It still kind of does a good job of explaining him and his history in a way, but he didn't make it. He didn't change things for the sake of changing things. It's not like they created a Deadpool movie and the first Deadpool they came out with was Gwenpool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like putting out Deadpool and saying, oh, the first Deadpool movie we're going to put out is going to be Zombie Pool.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for you to do that. Stop fucking with the source material.
Yeah.
Because my money's not going there to see Zack Snyder and him work his magic. That's not what... I don't give a shit about Zack Snyder. I asked you right before this podcast what he made because I didn't even remember. That's how little I give a shit about these guys.
I dare you question our Lord and Savior Zack Snyder.
What has he made that's been good?
300.
That was good. What else has he made that's good?
Technically, all these things were comic books.
Okay, so he didn't make jack shit.
He hasn't made jack shit.
And when he makes shit, when his
original
shit
idea,
source material, we'll talk about it. But I get his doing his interpretation of shit, and I get it. Look, 300, he did a great job, and
that was a very good one.
Did he do? Who did the new Star Wars?
Oh, that's J.J. Abrams.
So those are the three guys I always get confused: J.J. Abrams, Zack Snyder, and the guy from Batman in Inception.
Oh, Christopher Nolan.
Those three guys. Those are the three guys that I always get confused.
All right. Easy way to figure it out. J.J. Abrams did Fringe and Star Wars. His thing is he does older stuff and just makes it new again. See, he watched X-Files.
And you watch Fringe.
Then he made Fringe. It's the shorter version of it. Some would say better version. I might say that.
But
it's a better version.
Okay, it's got the same feel to it, but it's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. It's more or less the same thing.
One's aliens, one's like crazy fringy shit.
Yeah, it's like this newer generation's version of it. So it's like you could tell where his style's coming from.
Which, by the way, Fringe is an epic show.
Didn't I tell you? You were always like, it's gay, homie. And then when you got in that, you're like, I'm in this.
Because you love stuff, and I'm like, okay, it's okay.
Yeah. So that's J.J. Abrams' thing. He makes it new.
Okay.
It's like he saw all the old Star Wars. He saw all of them, all 6 of them, and he's like, I got you. And then he did The Force Awakens. And then he did some other stuff, too. And then he did Star Trek. He did the 2 Star Treks. He saw all the old Star Treks.
I can't agree with him on those.
And then he did the new Star Treks.
I didn't like the new Star Treks.
The new Star Treks are great, especially the third one. Third one's really great.
I don't like the
He didn't actually even do the third one.
But with that being said, I will be very 100% honest and say I never liked Kirk.
And then Christopher Nolan, he did the Dark Knight trilogy, and he did Inception.
And you know, man,
and he did the first draft of Man of Steel.
Yeah. I will say, although I like the Batman series, it is very untrue to the comics.
It's very untrue, and he never said it was. And that's why nobody considers it a comic movie, because he's like,
yeah. Well, in a way, it is a comic book, but his hit thing was almost like a hyper realism.
Yeah.
Versus what the comic books were.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's been probably the best Batman so far.
Yeah, he did actually take some of the stuff from the comic books. Like Bane actually was not a masked wrestler when he originally came out. He was kind of more like he was in the movie. I mean, he had the mask, but he had the Lucha Libre mask on, but he wasn't a Mexican guy. He was a weird League of Assassins dude.
Well, I mean,
and then he got where Joker didn't have like an origin story. He got that from The Killing Joke, and how there's not really an origin story for the Joker. He took that from that too. So
have you been following what's going on with DC Comics?
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on because now they've almost revamped it again, where the New 52 was them revamping,
mm-hmm.
but now they revamped it,
mm-hmm.
But they're tying it to the New 52. So I think because they're trying to bring in the Watchmen stuff. They're connecting them, so it's really odd. Like right now they had a run where there was 2 Supermans.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Superman from an old universe,
from Clark one.
and then there was like the New 52 one or some shit. It was confusing as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But long story short, it was Mr. Pixlet.
Oh yeah,
whatever the hell that guy's name is, and it was really odd because he made them forget. He made because they had a kid.
Yeah.
They had Superboy, but it's actually like their kid.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of like made that Superman and Lois disappear, but then he turned them into the New 52 version of them so that they didn't have a kid and they weren't together.
They're just trying everything, aren't they?
But then the spirits of the parents that were his actually like took over the bodies of the 252.
They're just trying everything to connect this, aren't they?
And yeah, and they like fused to make one Superman and one Lois Lane. So it's like a combination of the two. It's really freaking odd. The whole series is very odd, very interesting, but it did keep me wondering what the hell was going on. Why was there 2 Supermans? Because there was 2 Supermans, right? Oh, that's what happened. There's 2 Supermans, and the New 51 Superman, New 52 Superman, trying to kill Doomsday, I think, or somebody.
Some dude exploded. He exploded. He solar flared, and then he died.
Yeah, so he died. But then there was the older version of the older Superman that was just
there
chilling
during Convergence.
Yes, the whole thing is a cluster. It's a gigantic
that's
cluster.
some people in the beginning. They're like, "This dude don't know what the fuck he's talking about." Oh yeah, I just proved you wrong.
Yeah, it was the whole thing is a
I
cluster.
know what I'm talking about.
What's going on with Marvel? Is there any major events?
There's a few things going on. I don't really keep up with it too much, but they finally said what Thor made him unworthy.
Oh, what made him unworthy?
Nick Fury told him that way back in God of Thunder issue whatever, where he was fighting that one dude who was killing all the gods. I forget his name.
The Dark Elf?
The butcher dude, I think. I might be wrong about this. Whatever his name was, he was like, he told Thor when he was fighting him, he says all the gods are unworthy. And when Thor was fighting Nick Fury told him, he goes, oh, that dude was right. All the gods are unworthy. And so that is what caused Thor to drop his hammer and made him unworthy.
That if that's true, if that's really what it is, that is the laziest writing ever.
That is what it is.
That's really lazy writing because I mean they hinted at it because when he drops the hammer on the moon, Odin comes back to pick it up and be like, "Stop being a bitch, Thor," and then he's like, "I can't pick it up," and then Odin tries picking it up and he can't either.
Yeah.
So that's really lazy writing, just to be like
all gods are unworthy. There
That's
you
just
go.
dumb.
See?
That's dumb.
See? People trying to hate me didn't think I knew what was going on. I know. I
I've
know
been
enough.
curious at what the hell was happening with that.
I know enough to get by.
I also don't like the fact that they cut off his arm.
Also, that's fine. You only need an arm.
It's weird that he has like a Darth Vader arm.
Yeah, you should. In fact, I reviewed that back in the day. You should go look at those reviews.
You should not go to his channel and review jack shit because it's not like you can have anything.
I'm sorry, me and my 700 subscribers can't hear you.
They're muting me out, right?
They're blocking you. They're sending you hate.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
What was I gonna say? Oh, also in that same series, Thor was teaming up with Better Ray Bill to get the ultimate Thor hammer.
Yeah.
And he got it, but Thanos sent 3 people to go get it too. And they failed getting it because Thor and Better Ray Bill got it, obviously. And then the one chick gave the 2 that she was with to Thanos and like killed him. And then Thanos was like, oh, me and you will bring death upon the galaxy. And then he kissed the chick, and it was that one chick, Hela, from the new Thor movie. She's like white chick, and she's green. She has like...
Is she like a witch?
Yeah, she's like a witch or something.
So he's with her now?
He's with her, and people are saying that she's going to be...
The bad guy in the movie?
Yeah, she's going to be death.
She's going to be death in the Infinity War?
Yeah, Infinity War.
I don't like that. I think they need to introduce death. I think, look, man.
And they're saying that proves it because in the comic book, they're together, and Hela is the bad guy in Ragnarok. So there you go. That proves it. See, although he said they're going to bring death upon the galaxy. So maybe he's still trying to bring her out. He's just trying to get some additional help.
I hate that they're being so lazy with the writing. I wish they would introduce everything because Infinity War, if you know all of the characters involved or if you ever... Dude, I do this all the time. I'll go to the Marvel... it's like Marvel has their own site where you can look up characters and stuff, their bios. Dude, it's like a vortex of just... You fall deep into that shit.
Yeah, I used to do that.
I click on the character and I read their bio and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And then it mentions another character in their bio and then you click on that character and you read their... Man, you can be there for hours reading all these characters' profiles and biographies or whatever. But anyways, if they were to do it well, man, the Infinity War storyline is like epic. It's incredible. If they could do that on a big screen, that would be great. But they're not going to because they would need to introduce death. They would introduce eternity and the living tribunal. I mean, they'd have to introduce all of those super universal deity style people that they're not going to do. So, but it's just going to be lazy writing. But I don't like it.
Yeah, I'd be kind of mad if she was the replacement for Death. I'd be really let down because at the end of Avengers, Thanos' servant is like, oh, to to challenge the Avengers is to court death, and he turns around and smiles, and I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna bring death in here eventually. And then me and like 4 other people in the whole field movie theater got that reference. Everybody else is like, what the fuck does that mean? But
it's
you
an
know,
old comic reference.
Yeah, nobody else got it, but I got it. My sister didn't know what that meant until like a year ago.
Your sister's like 20.
Yeah, I'm like, you need to get your shit together. You need to get your life together. You need to know what that means.
Yeah, I just think it's lazy writing not to introduce death. But I guess the positive of it would be that if they don't do it right, that would be incredible setup for Deadpool. So if they didn't do it right in the Marvel movies, Deadpool would have to do that right.
Good,
because for those that don't know, even though Thanos is in love with death and he's always trying to like, Thanos has essentially put death's pussy on the pedestal.
Yeah.
For those of you guys that don't know what that means, go back on a few podcasts. And while Deadpool is also in love with death, probably because he can't die, right? So he's like wishing that he could be with her. And she seems kind of interested in him, which is the most fascinating part, because Death is a real character in the Marvel universe, like a living thing. And she's kind of in love with him in a way, but she can't have him because he can't die, essentially.
Yeah, he really can't die.
And Thanos is always trying to make her fall in love with him, but she's not interested, kind of thing.
That's technically why he does all the shit he does, like getting the glove and all that.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to do it right in the movie, but we'll know. We'll see.
Speaking of Deadpool, since I got to back up all my knowledge of comic book information that's going on in the world, apparently it is down to 2 people to be Cable in the Deadpool movie.
Who?
Brad Pitt.
Ew.
You don't like Brad Pitt?
Who else?
And, I forget his name. Michael Shanahan.
From what?
He played General Zod in Man of Steel.
Ew. No.
Damn, you don't like either?
Nope.
Either one of those could be fun.
Nope.
I like Zod. Zod'd be great.
They need to get the old guy from Avatar.
It's ridiculous how much that guy looks like Cable.
Yeah,
like they showed a picture of him,
Cable, except older and not as big.
And then I was like, they don't look like him. Then they showed a picture of Cable, and then I was like, that motherfucker is him. Like,
yeah.
You need to ask that dude if he traveled here to prevent some war that's going on, because it looks like him.
Yeah, dude. The moment I saw that guy, I was like, dude, that is freaking.
I'm like,
Cable
you need to ask Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, or whoever made Cable, if like this is the dude they brought in here to like model after him, because it looks ridiculously like him.
Yeah, no, he looks just like him.
And then they showed a picture of him in Avatar, because I've like seen Avatar once, like I wasn't impressed by it. They showed him in Avatar, and he looks even more like Cable in Avatar. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'm telling you, he looks just like them. You didn't like Avatar?
It didn't do anything for me.
Avatar for me is one of those movies that you got to experience. Like you got to see it in a big screen. Like I saw it in 3D. I mean, it's a beautiful movie, but it's not it's not a new concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's The Last Samurai. It's Dances with Wolves. It's all these same ones where a guy goes somewhere to fight a certain people for his people,
and
then he finds himself inside of those people's camps. He gets to know them, and then if he turns around and fights for them. I mean, these movies have been done a handful of times already, and it really is a testament to human nature and how we tend to divide ourselves into groups, and it isn't until we see the other side of the coin that we understand their plight. And that's not to get political, but here we go with this whole, immigrant shit that Trump is trying to build a wall bullshit. Which, by the way, a wall isn't gonna do jack shit. Okay, when you have Mexicans that are fucking bringing drugs in through tunnels that are miles long, you think a wall is gonna do anything?
I say, what? Go watch Sicario real quick. Just watch the last 30 minutes of Sicario. There's an underground tunnel that goes like 45 miles.
Yeah, like
under the ground.
They got that drug lord guy out of his jail cell. Yeah. I mean, a wall's not gonna do anything. You act like you're going up against like 3000 BC. Well, that's probably a shitty date to give you. It's like we're giving you like cavemen. It's like we're putting a wall against cavemen that they can't just be like, oh, we
can't
just
go start past bumping into it. They're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, speaking of which, that made me think of, have you ever seen 2001 Space Odyssey?
Mm-mm.
That's the one with the big board, or the big remote control thing that the Simpsons make fun of?
Yeah.
We should see that, because everybody says it's a really good movie. That's one of those what I have to see because everybody says it's like a marvelous movie kind of thing.
They say that about The Day the Earth Stood Still, the
What's that
original
about?
one. It's about I guess some alien comes down. He's a big robot, and I guess he's like, "Hey, you guys need to stop nuking each other because that shit's pissing us off up here in space." And he starts turning shit into dust and stuff. Everybody says it's really good. So
I have never heard of that.
really, you haven't seen? You didn't hear about the remake with Keanu Reeves?
No. I've never heard of this.
Really?
No.
Oh, man, watch both of them then.
I'm writing.
Reminders of stuff for us to do.
No. I'm writing notes so that I know exactly what we talked about in today's podcast because then I forget. So I got Justice League, Marvel, Infinity movies, Infinity Stone. What else? What else did we talk about today?
We talked about
Like balls deep in this podcast. I don't even know what we talked about.
Talked about I think that's more or less it.
Yeah. All right. I think that's what we talked about more. Anyways, so check this out, dude. I was driving. Not driving. I was working out. And I was working out, because I have like a home gym in the garage, and I was working out, and like every once in a while there are cars that drive by, and they drive by really slow, to the point where I look and I'm like, am I gonna get shot? Right? So driving really slow, and I look at the driver, and it's like one guy in the car on the driver's side, and nobody in his passenger side, and I'm looking away because I noticed the guy's just driving, and he's looking forward or whatnot, and as I'm looking away, I could be wrong in this. I could be wrong. But I could have sworn the corner of my peripheral vision, I saw somebody getting up.
You didn't
I'm
see
being
that.
serious, dude. I'm being serious. Because I remember very vividly seeing nobody in the passenger side and being like, why is this guy driving so slow? And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. I turned away, and I'm my peripheral, dog. And the only reason I caught it is because of my peripheral lined up perfectly so that I could see through both passenger and driver side windows. And I could have saw my peripherals that I saw somebody kind of peeking up. Now, it could have been a woman just getting something out of her purse that was, on between her feet or something. But I could have swore I saw somebody getting up.
I think you saw wrong.
All right. Why do you think that saw wrong? Why? You think nobody's driving around the neighborhood?
Yeah, I don't think nobody's driving around the neighborhood just getting a blowjob in the neighborhood.
Nobody said a blowjob, dog. Could have been getting something out of her purse between like her legs or something.
Maybe. What now? Was it like towards him, or was it like just straight?
It's hard to say.
front
It's
of
hard
her?
to say because I saw it from my peripherals. It could have been any of them. It's not like I saw the guy being like, "Oh."
Yeah. So was he like disgruntled about it, or was he like happy about
Once
it?
again, man, my peripherals. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you anything. All I know is I saw some movement in my peripherals. Just letting you know what I see during my week, dog. Just letting you know, bringing you in.
Nobody's asked you for a job again.
Nobody's asked me for a job, thank God. That was drama. No, that family doesn't talk to me anymore. They don't even wave at me anymore.
Jeez.
Hey, man, whatever. That's not my problem. You
Because you
think I'm
wouldn't give
filming
them-
you?
All because you wouldn't give them a job.
Maybe that's what it was. Who knows? Hey, so you ordered something from that one site, right? Wish?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I'm waiting for my fucking shirt to come in.
Well, I thought you got it already.
My dad got his shirt. It's too small.
Dude, you should have told me before you ordered. I told you got to go the biggest size ever if you're a big dude. Like, you got to go the biggest thing they make.
My
And it
dad's
still
not
might
even
not fit you.
My dad's not even that tall. He's like a normal size Mexican
It's not about
person.
tall. It's about the size of it. Because you gotta be able to fit big, and they have like small people sizes.
And then my sister got her Pokemon. I'm waiting for my Naruto shirt.
What's your sister get?
She got a little Pokemon. She got a little,
Stuffed animal?
Cyndaquil.
How was that?
It's pretty good. It looks pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Hasn't like imploded on her?
No, it hasn't disintegrated.
Huh.
So she got that. I'm waiting for my shirt. I should actually probably look that up, see where it's from.
Do they give you a tracking number? That's why I don't order clothing from that place.
Yeah, they did, but see, I thought I should look it up, but I thought it came that day, so I deleted the email. So I'm gonna have to go into like my trash folder and find it.
Dude, no joke, man. This Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is legit.
It's pretty good.
It's legit, and I'm not a big Vegeta fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big. Wait, I mean, I'm not a GT fan at all in any way, shape, or form.
I like looking at stuff. Anyways.
So.
Yeah, that's why I don't order clothes from that website.
Yeah, see, look, I don't even have it here.
They never shipped it to you, dog.
Yeah, I know.
You got nothing.
Oh, wait, real quick, though. Shout out to Top 5. That's a YouTube channel. Get all my conspiracy theories from.
Stop shouting out people unless you're getting paid for it. And if you're getting paid for it, I need a cut of this.
I mean, he gets really good stuff. He gets really interesting stuff. He got a magazine now. Shit is awesome. It's just really interesting stuff. It's not all conspiracy theories. He just does stuff about like ghosts and creepy things that like haunt you in the forest. It's interesting stuff, man.
Why do I have like fruit flies flying around here?
Did you leave some fruit somewhere?
No, that's why I don't. I shouldn't have fruit flies flying around here. I'm trying to think of what's around here that have these little bugs running around. Anyways,
I thought they were just gnats.
So did you order anything else from that? Yeah, but what do you? That's where gnats come from, right? Like fruit, and flowers. I don't have any flowers in here or plants.
It's probably when we left the door open right now.
Oh, maybe.
I wanted this. They have a reverse flash and a flash statue, but I'm waiting until I sell some more Funko Pops to get it. Got too much shit already.
Yeah, well, you got too many pops. I'll agree. I told you need to have that rule where you have for every one that you buy now, you have to get rid of one.
Yeah, everything I have, I'm not buying any more right now. Unless my Funko Pop Connect gives me one. I'm not.
Have you sold any through your?
I have not sold any
eBay?
through eBay, man.
Having an eBay shop though is very, very difficult. Like you have to like constantly have stock, and you have to constantly be moving them. You know.
Yeah.
It's not a very like easy thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have it there, so maybe somebody will see it. But I think just for I should put them on Craigslist.
Why haven't you?
I really they don't have an app. Craigslist don't have an app.
I'm surprised Craigslist doesn't have an app. But it seems like Craigslist is trying to stay very low key and very like basic. That's why their website has never changed in like ever. Yeah. They're still running the same website they had in 2001 or whenever that thing went up.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try that. I mean, I do have some expensive ones, but like I'm not gonna. There's a few that I definitely will keep. I'll definitely keep all my Daredevil ones, and my Joker one. That's apparently $100 now. Jeez, that's
Is that
crazy.
the one I got for you at GameStop? The black and white one? The one that's like a mystery box?
Oh, no, I saw that one.
Oh, you sold that one?
Yeah.
I like that one because it was the one from the animated series, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, was it? I thought it was the one from the anime series.
No, that's just like the very generic.
Oh, that's the best one. The anime series Batman.
That wasn't. It was just like the very generic.
Was it the original one, or was it like the twisted season 3 looking one?
No, it's like the original DC one. It's not even the anime series one.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is like on the animated Batman, the animated series, like season 5, they redid all the art.
Oh yeah.
And then like the dead Joker looks twisted as hell.
Yeah.
But then Poison Ivy looks like a dirty girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what happened to Poison Ivy that time? Like, dang, holla at your boy.
They knew all the kids that watch it hit puberty. So
probably because I knew I was like, dang, holler at me, Poison Ivy.
Like, you should touch my penis.
What else is going on? Oh, dude, I got a random ass question for you.
What?
All right. So you say you get up a lot at night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't sleep through the night often?
Mm-hmm.
I usually sleep pretty well throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally I have to get up to pee.
Right.
So, do you ever have to do that? Just get up to pee?
Yeah, I don't know what I do.
So, see, I like it when people do skateboards. How much? How much is skateboards?
Let me check. All right, talk while
I like skateboard art, But some people just ask too much for those things, man.
The real question is, how much are you willing to pay for this skateboard art?
Less than like $30 or less.
Okay.
Because for me, when you do a skateboard art, for those of you that don't know, people will pull out. People would put out skateboards, and so the bottom of them always has a good design. But these are like decoration wise, so you can put them up on your wall, and it's like almost like a painting in a way. But you know, when you're doing those, I mean, it's not a functioning skateboard. You know, like how much can you buy a functioning skateboard for? Like $30?
Yeah, probably around there.
I mean, this thing doesn't come with I'm not going to know the terminology. This doesn't come with the wheels or the thing the wheels go on.
Yeah, no.
Or
It's just the deck.
It's just the deck. So why am I paying like $80 for a freaking skateboard of some print on it?
Yeah.
That's too much. It's too much. I wanted one that had Ryu and Akuma, and those are actually fairly affordable. They were like $45, give or take.
This one is not $45.
Like 80? How much is that one?
This one is not $80.
You're looking at me like it's $120.
The reason I'm looking at you like it's $120 because it is $125.
Are you fucking serious?
I am not.
That hoe is crazy.
Let me show you the full picture though. Just
that's insane money, dude, for a freaking skateboard that's supposed to be a painting. You might as well just sell me a freaking print that's gonna be the same thing. For $120, you can sell me a print for like 10. 120 is a bit much.
It's signed by said person.
I don't care. Every time I see people that do that where they say, I'm a signed version, unless you're fucking Picasso. I'm not mad at that picture though, but unless you're freaking Picasso, that's the only time I care that your shit's signed. Because I know your shit's going to be worth a lot of money. Nobody's going to give a crap about a skateboard.
Signed by
That's
this particular hoe.
Yeah, nobody's going to care. All right? You're not Picasso. All right? I don't care that your hand has been on the skateboard. I'm not one of these weird perverts who's like, oh, she touched it. Do you know what I'm saying? Freaking weirdos.
You get hard when you touch it.
You know some people I've done knowing that you've touched that skateboard. Freaking weirdos. Anyways. All right, son, back to my question.
All right, go.
Focus, son. Get off your phone. Because you
Go.
lose focus and shit.
I'm
Get off
good.
of Facebook,
Go.
old man. Still on Facebook.
Checking my pops.
You would have got a
Pop
notification,
Market.
son.
I got Pop Market on here.
What's Pop Market?
I got a Pop Market on here for Arizona.
Oh, good Lord, man. You need a hobby. All right. So I've had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, I'm like, man. Especially now because allergies have been skull fucking me lately.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Allergies lately have been insane where I wake up sometimes like so congested that I have like pressure and I wish it would just sock me in the face to get relief from this pressure.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I'm like, if I'm awake, I'm like, I might as well just go to the bathroom while here, right? Because I can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have the problem where you gotta go to the bathroom and you just can't?
No.
Because you're just like rock hard. Do you know what I'm saying? What do you do in that situation? Because ladies, for those of you that don't understand, all one of you that is listening to this, as a man, when you got the what's it called when Emma Frost goes all like diamond?
Diamond?
Their diamond form?
Yeah.
When your dick's got that diamond form going, you know what I'm saying? That's some nerdy shit right there. When you're like, let's say hello, good morning. No, that's not a good phrase. I lost the joke. All right, let's continue with this comment. When you're up and when her little homie down there is up, and you got to go to the bathroom, you can't pee. Those of you that understand the anatomy of this, you can't pee like that. Like it's. What am I looking for here?
It's
like,
compressed.
It's compressed, and so you can't pee. You can't put fluids through it. That's probably another reason why when you're doing it, you're shooting ropes. You're not shooting like consistent stream.
Oh, jeez.
But you know what I'm saying?
I thought you had a serious health concern.
This is a serious concern about going to the bathroom, dog. You shouldn't be holding
Why
it.
are you fucking hard in the middle of the night?
Because I'm a goddamn man. Because I'm a goddamn man, and I get hard in the middle of the night when you're sleeping. That's not testosterone.
I guess. Got that bull testosterone? Like a fucking minotaur.
That reminds me of what's that movie with the minotaur in it? Your Highness. Yeah,
is that
that's
you?
hilarious. That's
Just
me.
like that.
But seriously, I mean, you can't pee like that. So you got to either wait till it like semi softens or just softens. Because and if it's semi soft, it's like it's like spraying all over the place. It's like a fireman's hose just going wild. You're just like, oh, come on. I hate that, dude. Happened to me the other day. I'm like half asleep and I'm like, oh man, I gotta pee. And then you're like trying to stay standing while you're waiting for this to kind of get back to normal. You're just kind of like, I hope I don't fall asleep standing.
You can't just walk around your dark ass house, especially you, because you don't have any lights on in here.
Dude, you know what I did to try to stay upright so I wouldn't fall as I'm sleeping? So I have a very narrow bathroom where it's like you can't extend your arms widthwise because you're hitting the wall. But what I did is I'm going to show you. So the walls are like right here. So what I did is I braced my feet up against the wall and just kind of like held myself while I'm like trying to stay awake.
You need to sit in your bed for like a few minutes to wake up.
I guess, man. I was
Tell me what I do. I don't just get up and like, oh, I'm awake.
I wasn't awake, but I needed to pee. I was like, I need to make.
I need to pee. I'm just half asleep, run into everything.
I need to make this as quick as possible because I'm trying to get back into bed.
No,
then you gotta wait for it to like go down, and you're like,
you gotta wait. You gotta sit in your bed for like a minute or 2 or 3, and then get up and go.
Yeah, man.
I'll just get up and fucking walk around all half asleep.
But see, I don't want to be awake because then it takes you longer to go back to bed.
You'll be fine. Don't be a baby. It's taking you longer like that because you're gonna unconsciously knock your head into the
wake
bathtub.
up in the morning. It's like midday.
Yeah,
has a concussion.
Yeah, it's like then the news is gonna be like, gay Mexican fell asleep in the bathtub.
Gay? Why is it gotta be gay for?
They're gonna be like, he has long hair. It's obviously gay.
It reminds me of that awkward moment. Remember that movie, That Awkward Moment, where they you watched that, didn't you? Didn't we watch it?
What's it about?
It's the Zac Efron and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh,
when they're in New York.
I watched parts of it.
Remember when they take the Viagra and they hook up with those girls and they call each other and we're like, hey dude, how do you pee? And so the Zac Efron, like, I guess to put it in audio format that you would understand this, they do almost like a push-up and the toilet is under them. So like that's how he does it because he's like hard or whatever. Ladies, you don't understand the struggle. You girls can pee whenever. No matter how turned on you are, you can just pee whenever.
It's hilarious.
That was my story, dog.
Yeah, man. That's how you gotta do that. You gotta sit in your bed for a minute or two.
I guess I'll have to try that because I was just disappointed.
Especially in your dark ass house, man. It's dark in here. It's like an eclipse in here all the time.
I got pretty good night vision. I can see pretty well.
You evolved into the Predator?
It's not like I see like Paris Hilton sex tape.
You're
but
like,
it's I can see sound.
Yeah.
Like Daredevil.
Like Daredevil, yeah. See sound waves. I'm surprised the dogs didn't make any noise for once.
She almost did when she came over here a second ago. Gotta write my show notes here, dog. I should have a pen and paper. That's what I need. Because I'm trying to like type it now, and I'm trying to think of what I'm typing. So what else be new, dog? What else be new? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just working hard this week. Super hard. Super hard.
Are you trying to be funny here? Or?
No, that's what it was.
Yeah, well,
I was the main one. I was the main one in the room all this week. Teacher in charge, son.
Why is that? Where is the teacher?
Supposedly her family died. Her grandmother died.
But why isn't there a replacement teacher? You're not a real teacher.
Yeah, I know.
What I'm saying, okay, let me rephrase that. You're not getting paid for the real teacher.
Yeah, exactly. That was my point too. That was exactly my point.
See, man, when are you quitting that job and getting a legitimate job? We talked about this a million times now. Like every 3 podcasts, I bring this up.
It's going to be soon, like at the end of this year, because I just did this whole week. I literally did the job of an actual teacher, and I'm not getting the pay for it. Now, at any point, if you want to pay me for the actual job of it, okay, that's fine. I feel like that's fair. Do you feel like that's fair?
Yeah, but I'm sure they have requirements as to what you need to let's be fucking frank here, dude. Even if you were to get paid for the real job, you could be making way more money probably doing something else. How much do those teachers make?
No, like starting salary is like 35,000.
What is 35,000 a year per hour?
I don't know.
Hold on, dog. I got this calculator on my phone.
You know how many hours are in a year?
Well, yeah, you just divide 40 hours a week times 4 weeks a month, average, give or take. No, 56 weeks a year. That's what it is, right? So 40 times 56 weeks a year is 2,240 hours.
Okay.
If you're working 40 hours, and then you divide. Would you say 35,000 a year?
Yeah.
2,240. So let me 35,000 a year divided by 2,240. That's how many hours you would work in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about $15.6 an hour. You can make $15.6 an hour probably enough. Dude, you know what's going to suck now that I think about it? When this state goes to $10 an hour minimum wage, which they're going to do like in what, 3 years? They did already. Well, they signed off on it. But I think it's a progressive increase to 10.
It started already. $10 is...
I'm going to Google that right now. But anyways, my point was when it's $10 an hour minimum wage, teachers with degrees are barely going to, well, not by barely. They're barely going to be making $5 an hour more than the minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Anyways, back to my point. You could be making $15.6 an hour at another job right now without having a 6-year degree or whatever it is that they need.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point. My point is that maybe your job is a little lax at times. Maybe that's why you haven't left or whatnot. I don't know. That's you. But what I'm saying is, you can be making real money.
I mean, I did catch a bunch of Pokemon last week, so I feel like they won't let me do that at Kinko's.
Probably not, but you won't also be bitching about your freaking tags working at Kinko's.
My what?
Your tags for your car.
Oh fuck! Tags is too expensive, man. How did you willingly pay that much for your tags?
You're right. January 1st, 2017 is when that kicked in. I thought it was going to be a
progressive... Because they gave me a raise, too. Because I was making 10, they gave me a raise.
But see, that fucking angers me, man. Because
yeah, it angers me, too.
The business thing I was telling you about is going to totally get cock-blocked by this minimum wage
thing. Yeah, you know who's going to be working there? You
know
who's going to be working there? Me. You know who's going to be working there when I'm not there? You.
Jeez, man.
It'll be like, wow, you guys run a very productive business. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, we do.
10 hours of
both of us do.
10 hours and $10 an hour.
You have to have insurance.
Anyways, don't talk about that now because I'm gonna cry. Anyways, what were we talking about before that? When I interrupted you, like a savage.
I don't know, man. I'm going to sleep hell early. It's already my bedtime and shit. My mind's blanking.
Fuck. We were talking about you getting a job. Tags. You're talking about how did I pay for tags?
Yeah.
Because you told me how much you paid for your tags, and I told you I paid 3 times as much for those.
Is that for 1 year?
Oh, yeah. It's for 1 year.
Is that because it's a luxury car?
That, and I think the year. What year is your car?
2010.
Oh, we the same fucking year.
Yeah, it's the same year.
It's a luxury car. You know our friend that has the Infinity?
Mm-hmm.
Her car, I think, might be a little older than mine, and she's still paying up there. Not as much as mine, but I think hers is up there.
So next car needs to be...
Next car, I'm going back to Seabiscuit. I'm looking back for my 1994 Nissan Sentra 4-door.
And
Seabiscuit was the shit, dog. You know how much my tags were for Seabiscuit?
$25.
It was like
2 years.
$23 for 2 years.
At this point,
at that point, dude, the fucking emissions testing was more expensive than my tags.
How much was the emissions?
Like $25.
You know what's funny? I went to I live by emissions place. Do you know that?
Yeah. I would take the Z there because when I had the Z, that place nobody knew about.
Yeah.
And so I could park and do my tuning right before, and then just drive right up, and then they would just take me in. There's nobody there.
Yeah, there's nobody there. I went there. It's the first time. I didn't even know. I
was
going to come back to the one where we used to live. And
Dude, you drove all the way in.
No, I was. And then I looked it up. And I'm like, the fuck?
There's one right by your house.
Yeah, I literally said the fuck, and my mom's like, what? I was like, there's one right by our house. She's like, the fuck? And I was like, yeah, right?
Yeah, dude, it's right there. It's like it's like 3 miles from you. It's like you could, if it wasn't so awkwardly placed, you could walk to it.
It's really awkward. It's right in the middle of nowhere too.
Yeah.
You know what the other thing is? When I was there, I had time to look around. I'm like, man, it's beautiful out here. And then I was like, what's that factory over there? Because there's like a factory that I don't know what the
There's
fuck
a couple
they do.
factories around there.
And yeah, and it just kept making a loud humming noise. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing there. I hope that's not where they make Gundams or Voltron or atomic bombs, because it was a very loud humming noise. I'm assuming it's safe.
Well, imagine working there. I mean, you probably have to have sound.
Well, and
Sound protection.
there's like houses like 200 feet away.
Oh, fuck that.
So I don't know. I assume it's safe. Has to be. I was just like, I've never been here before.
Yeah.
Which is funny. We actually, when we were looking at houses around there, we actually looked for a house right there, like on the corner, right where the houses like end.
Mm-hmm.
There's a house on the corner right there. We were gonna buy actually, because it had a big backyard and everything. But we're like, man, this is way down here. It's almost at the end of the thing.
Yeah, that area doesn't seem like it's getting too built out, but I'm telling you, man, that area where you live, it gets too much traffic right now. I can't stand that shit.
Oh yeah, like I was telling you, I would have been here 20 minutes sooner if I wasn't in traffic.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. But
that was fucking.
But anyways, back to.
I thought I was gonna lose it. I thought this is the day I GTA a motherfucker.
Well, you know what the problem is, that the cops run those lights manually, and
yeah, he ran way too long.
Yeah, that's what the guy does on the mile over. I come in through the mile over, and that guy, I kid you not, he had one way going for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm like, have you timed this? It doesn't need to be 5 minutes.
Yeah, it does not need to be time.
Like he had him going for so long that the traffic had built up a half a mile out from the light.
Yeah,
I had to stop a half a mile out.
Yeah.
Until he is able to turn. I was like, dude, you're not setting this up right.
Because I stopped at the light and I just started my playlist. One song finished. The next song was a longer song. It was like 4 minutes long. It finished. The next one started and it was almost halfway through, and then I went.
That's crazy. Yeah, that guy, those cops aren't doing it right. But anyways, yeah, tags are expensive, man. I wonder if they're more expensive in Cali.
That's Boski.
We'll have to ask Boski. I'm curious. Yeah, tags are incredibly expensive. I was surprised. But once again, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I won't ever buy another luxury car unless I have like fuck you money. Unless I have dumb money where I'm like, and I have like a Porsche GT3 or some shit. You know what I mean? That's the only time I'm getting a luxury car. The luxury cars are not worth it. Nowadays, most new cars have everything you want. Like you can go right now to Mazda. And Mazda is not like a luxury brand. And Mazda has all of the freaking features included.
I think people like want now a certain amount of stuff.
Yeah, Mazda includes all their stuff. The only difference in their packages are very weird things, like their energy recirculation thing. Whenever you brake, it uses that energy and pushes it back into the battery. It's really weird the way it's done. But
like vibranium suit and shit.
Well, kind of. But yeah, very, very different thing in the packages. Like wheels, of course, are upgraded, bigger, smaller profile tires. I mean, little things like that are the differences in the packages. But technology-wise, it's all in there. You get the Bluetooth, you get the iPod connectivity. You get, I mean, they're all built in now. Like you don't really have to go and get crazy shit unless you want like a spoiler or you know,
like my underglow.
Wheels or underglow, or you want, you know, the rubberized mats for the back, or the netting for your trunk. I mean, any of that dumb shit, you pay more.
On the way over here too, there's a dude in front of me. He had a Hellcat, right? The Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
You had a Hellcat?
Yeah. And
wow.
He was in front of me, so I'm like, this guy's gonna take off at the light.
Oh, you went slow as shit.
He went slow as shit.
Yeah, most guys that have those kind of cars, they drive slow as hell.
And so we're going down, what was it, Van Buren, and we got to turn at the next one, right? At the next street. And so he turns. He's still going slow as shit. And then we get to the next light, and I go, okay, he's going to take off now. There's no traffic in front of him. He's going slow as shit.
Yeah, well,
still.
You got to remember that although the Hellcat is a great car, because I've actually I've told you I've been in one, right? You need to get some fluids in you, son.
Yeah.
I've been in one. It's a cool car. But I think from my understanding, and I could be wrong on this because I've done no research, and this is what the owner told me, so he could be completely wrong because he doesn't seem like he's a car guy. I could have sworn he told me he's got a dual supercharger and a V8. So it's two superchargers pushing out of that V8. So that car's got to be torquey as shit. So most people probably aren't going crazy with it. But that car's got to get like 6 miles per gallon.
It might.
So I don't think that guy's hauling ass at every light.
And then, so at the next light, I pulled to the side of him. I'm like, I'm going to race this motherfucker. I'm going to win. Because he's obviously not going fast. So I drive with the windows down and my music all the way up because I'm Mexican like that guy. Keep it real. So I look over. And the reason he's going so slow is because he's having like an argument with his woman.
I'm so glad I don't have those.
And I was like, oh. And I turtled in a bit, and I just dipped.
See, I like at first you didn't like that term, but I'm using the shit out of it. Did you see the I didn't have time to plug any of the podcasts this week. I've been busy with stuff. But you see the thumbnail?
Mm-hmm.
That was like the Luke Cage and the Daredevil and stuff.
Yeah.
You see the freaking Daredevil?
Yeah.
Before we leave the topic of the Dodge, dude, Dodge is doing shit good nowadays, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still don't have a lot of trust in American brands, but you know they're coming out the new one, the new Hellcat. It's called the Demon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, dude, and this thing seems like it's a legit car. Like what I mean by that is, it's a hardcore car.
Yeah.
So the Hellcat is a very hardcore car.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's got 707 horsepower, some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, something stupid that you don't need.
Yeah, it's got twin superchargers on a V8. I mean, it's got insane power. The Demon, though, I think it's supposed to be faster, and it's one of these cars I think you just take to go race. Like it comes with the tool set.
Oh, jeez.
And it comes with the Hellcat tool set, and with the tools you can adjust the suspension for like track or race drag racing.
Oh, wow.
It's a hardcore car. But nobody knows much about it. All they showed you so far is like teaser videos and the logo, and that's it. Like there hasn't been much information on it. But I guess it's the new what is it, Charger or Demon or something like that.
That's insane.
But
man.
if you see the teaser clips, Dodge is doing it good, man. They're doing good teasing. Like their marketing department looks like it's finally on point. And I'm not a big American car guy, but I'm not mad at Dodge, man. I like what they're doing with the Hellcat. I like what they're doing with this Demon marketing. I don't know what the reliability of these cars are, but hey, I'm not mad at it.
Oh, man, that's crazy. That's some fuck you money right there. You just pull up with the Demon, and you're like, hey, Bob.
Well, how much was a Hellcat?
It has to be like 50 plus. Look it up.
I will look it up. Talk to these fine savages while I look this up.
So you should go to my YouTube channel because now I got 700 subscribers. Let's look it up. See what you can find on here. Some great videos.
So the Hellcat starts at 60,990 for the manual, and 61,390 for the automatic.
Hey man, that's not that bad.
So it's not that bad.
That's really not that bad. You're saying that's a lot of money. It is still a lot of money. That's not really that bad. That's on a $100,000 car. So that's not that bad. You get by. It's not like the $300,000 houses over here we were discussing earlier.
Yeah, I mean it's not that bad. I still would like to drive a GTR, because they say people either like it or they don't. Because I see some of it's a little like desensitized. Like it's like playing Forza where the cars kind of do a little bit for you. But I bet you this Demon, the SRT Hellcat, is gonna come down in price once the Demon comes out. I bet you that.
Probably will. Oh yeah, anyways, back to my YouTube channel. You can watch the most.
There's a Demon logo.
Looks like the devil.
Well, yeah, the Demon.
It's pretty cool. See, if I ever got that, I would replace all the symbols with the Demon from Justice League. What's his name? He's actually called the Demon.
From Justice League?
Yeah.
Is it that thing that's in Batman comics?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? The one that's like he's possessed by the
Yeah.
demon and he takes him over,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
man.
something.
He's like almost like a Doctor Strange kind of
Yeah.
character.
He's basically like that. Yeah. Like he's been in Justice League Dark before.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Justice League Dark character.
See, all the people from earlier who are like, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Oh yeah, I go deep, homie.
He's got a weird name.
Yeah, it's like, this is H? I don't want to say what I think it is because it might be an actual demon name and then it'll possess me. So
There it is. Etrigan.
Etrigan, there you go.
Yeah. I originally saw him in the Batman animated series.
Yeah.
He was one of like the last series. That's around the time that they introduced the new Robin. I can't remember if it's not Dick Grayson, the other one. The one you like.
Oh, Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Tim
Might be
Drake's
Tim
cool.
Drake. Oh, in the comic, this is some nerdy shit. We probably should end the podcast soon. In the comic, the current DC run, Tim Drake gets killed by a whole bunch of like robots or whatever.
I saw that one. That's a good story.
But he's not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead.
He's captured by
Dr. Manhattan.
No, it's like Dr.
Not man. It's not Manhattan. It's the other
no,
one.
it's
Zamosi already.
Yeah, that guy.
Osmosi, whatever his name is, from Watchmen.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Yeah, that's a good story. That's a real good story.
Well, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen in that one.
And that story is fucked up too. Like I felt that one in my heart.
Well, because you like him. I'm not a big fan of him. Although,
even if you didn't like him, that was a good story.
That was a good story. Batman Batman Inc. now? Is that what it is with like all the Batman people? Mm-hmm. It's so big now. There's so many of them. It's crazy. All right, dude. We hit that hour. We actually went a bit over. Any last words for these people?
Yeah, check out Strikeback Games.
Why don't you put up some new freaking content?
I was just gonna tell you we should do some stuff.
Like what?
We should play Power Rangers.
Yeah, you need to come up with some plans because like today we're supposed to film a video for this channel.
Were we?
Yeah, and somebody took a freaking bit too long getting here. I wonder who it was.
You.
There's only two of us in this room.
Dogs.
One of us is already here. Motherfucker.
Don't make me laugh. I'm gonna cough.
Shit, man. What are you doing tomorrow? We'll talk about this off podcast. Hit that like button, guys, if you like this stuff. Some of you guys seem to like some of the shit that we do on this podcast because there's some podcasts that get a lot of views or get a lot of likes.
I saw that.
There's a couple podcasts that have a lot of likes.
I know.
If you like this shit, let me know what you like so we can do more of it because I don't know what it is.
Because I look at some of them too. I'm like, this got how many?
Yeah, I'm like
what the fuck?
I was like, do we know that many people that have?
I said we don't know that many people, so somebody's doing something. So
yeah, if you guys like anything, let us know what. But I do want I legit want some relationship questions that we can answer. I legit want that. So any of you ladies that are looking for a guy's viewpoint, why he didn't call you back, or why he didn't do this or that,
he didn't put out.
Send me those questions. I need descriptions of what happened on your date or how you met this person or whatever. And then I need to know what you did wrong. And I want to know every little thing you think is important and then the opposite of that thing. And then send that over to me. And Ruben and I will give you a man's viewpoint on things and fix your relationship that might be broken.
I will. I will fix it. I will fix it good.
Ruben will throw some salt on it, and then I will give you some legit advice.
No, I will give you great advice.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Same time, same day. Mondays. Time is probably early.
Is it early?
Yeah.
You don't release it late?
Early as balls. Crack of dawn.
It's true. That's when people like it.
That's right.
In the crack.
Ugh.